Hi, everyone. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. We're with you guys live. So hopefully someone's recording the halftime show for me because I'm sad to be missing that. But, Usher is my, that's my era, right? I'm frozen. So hopefully, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way to be frozen. Okay, there we go. Dancing in my element. I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys, we are going to be kind of short and sweet, and this is our last Pacesetters, but also so exciting because you guys have learned so much, and you've just like heard from the best of the best in the industry, you guys, all the way from getting leads to booking leads to having the parties to moving up the career path to mindset, and now we're going to round it out with customer service, okay? How to retain customers, how to impress customers, how to get them just loving on you. And I'm here with the lovely, amazing, incredible Haley Laster, one of my absolute besties. She is the best in the business, you guys. Everything she does is so cute. She's like, do you want this? And I'm like, yes, anything you do, I want, okay? So she is the best in the business, you guys, for making everything super cute and super special. And I love it too. I love making my customers feel special. And that's what it's all about, you guys. So I just want to say very quickly, before I kind of get into it, we are in sales, and sales is influence, and sales is also finding a need and filling it. But if you don't find out the need, how can you fill it? Right? So really that's what it's about, but it's also about energy and how you present yourself. So I always I don't take bad phone calls before my sessions. I don't look at bad stuff before my sessions. I try and hype myself up. I actually have a playlist that I play on my way to sessions. It's called my legacy playlist, and it's all pump me up songs that gets me in the right energy to go in and do my absolute best. Because here's the deal, you guys. You are not actually in charge of the results. You can do everything possible to get the good results, but you're not actually in charge of them. You cannot open people's wallets. They have to do it for you, and they have to want to do it. And this is what we're going to teach you tonight, hopefully. Okay. So anyway, that is that. And my mindset is always, I want to be better than anyone else. Oh, Haley's gone, but she'll be back, I'm sure. I know that sometimes we have some internet issues. Oh, there she is. Okay. Let me just add her in. There we go. Hi. That's okay. We're good. We're all good. In, out. We're all over the place. But anyway, my mindset, you guys, is I want to be better than anyone else. I want them to have the best experience possible with me and only think about me when it comes to beauty, recommendations, referring me to friends and family. And my thing, and you guys, if you guys know me, I've been married to 10 years today. So exciting. I'm a decade old in Mary Kay, but you guys,
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I always say I want to be cuter and faster than Amazon Prime. Okay. Because if they can buy it on Amazon, why wouldn't they? I mean, obviously we don't want them buying on Amazon because they don't get the warranty and that's all, who knows what kind of product, but I don't want them to be able to get anything faster than me, if at all possible. Now, I have people in Iowa, so obviously it's going to take a couple days even if I ship it from the company or for myself, but I want to be cuter and faster than Amazon Prime. Okay. And that's what really starts it, you guys, is the initial contact. So whether that is a phone call, a voice message, an in-person, whatever it is, I want them to feel loved. I want them to feel special, right? Isn't that what Mary Kay said? Make me feel important, special, and loved on. And it's how you look. It's your confidence. It's what you say. And it's about your energy, right? And being in that good mindset, right? And all of that. So, when I book them, I really kind of say okay, this is what you're going to get. And this is why it's so exciting, right? Because you're going to get to, for free, give them an experience that you're thanking them for being your friend, for being in your life, for all the things that all the presents you didn't buy for them, or whatever it is, you're giving them this gift of pampering that could change their lives forever, right? And so I want them to be so excited to invite their friends and family to a session with me. And I want them to know exactly what to expect, okay? So I actually just came back. I just saw 22 faces this weekend in Albany. I go back to back to back to back. So it's Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. I did makeup appointments. I did regular spa appointments, and I did a virtual appointment as well because I was already there. And you guys, I will tell you, and Ruth can back me up because Ruth was there with me, and she's like, Brooke, you really are the best at this. Everything is meticulously planned and beautifully laid out. Right. So I have a 2-tier cake thing that I put food on. I always have food and drink, and it's not big. Right. I just like get like a mix of like bags of crackers or cookies or whatever. And then like today I had Valentine cupcakes, like, whatever. And I put them on a 2-tier like cake stand. I had a jug of water, a real jug with like gold specked, cups. Anyway, the point being is I don't spend a ton of money on it, right? Especially the jug I had for my wedding, I think. Oh, at least I'm using it, right? It was like a lemonade jug. But the point being is that everything, when people walk in, I want them to be like, wow, I'm so excited to be here. Okay. So the other thing that's super important that actually Ruth and I talked about a lot was I want them to walk in and already know me. They know me. They're my best friend already, right? I want them to be my best friend already because here's the thing, you guys, they are trusting you with the most important thing, which is their face. You can't cover up a face, right? Not very well anyway, right? With masks, it was a little different. But now, like, you're not covering up your face. Your face is never going out of style. You're always going to have your face. So I tell them, you're trusting me with something that is very important, and I want you to be able to trust me. So how that starts is that at the first contact with the hostess, I make them an invite. It's a cute Canva invite that has the date, location, time, place, everything, right? And then I send them a Google form. And I say every single guest that's coming, if they want a swag bag, they have to fill out this form, and in it is their phone number. Okay. And you guys, I used to be the phone was like 1,000-pound weight, right? I think we talked about this before. I did not like calling people. I don't like talking on the phone. Yeah. It's like really great that I'm in this business. Right. But the point being is I didn't love getting on the phone, but now I love it. So every Wednesday, because I usually hold appointments on the weekend, or it's 3 days before any appointment. So 3 days before any appointment, I am texting every single person that I'm going to see that weekend. And I am setting up a time to call them to pre-profile them, because here's what I do with pre-profiling and why I do it. Okay. So 3 to 4 days before event, I can't wait to meet you. It's a little picture. And it just has a picture of me, and it just says, I can't wait to meet you, XO Brooke. And the blurb that just says, I would love to set up a call because I'm doing your spa session with Chantel on Saturday at 4. I would love to go over a couple things with you before your session. When's a good time to give you a 5-minute call? And I just ask you 3 questions. Okay. And so what I do is during the phone call, I do 4 things. Okay. So one is, if you had a magic wand for your skin, what would you change about your skin? 2 is I explain about the Skin Analyzer app. Okay. So you guys, this is so important because it adds such value to what we do, and technology, people trust technology over people. I know that is so scary, and we're not going to get into that right now, but even with 10 years of experience, I have people that will only do what comes up on their scan because they trust the scan more than me. Okay. So that is a huge tool. So I explain the Skin Analyzer app, and I say, this is what I say. I say, it is going to scan the bottom layers of your skin, and it is going to look for 4 things: tone, texture, under eye, and wrinkles. And based on what it sees on the scan, it's going to recommend treatments that are specific and customized to you, so that when you come and do your session, you are going to have a customized experience. I say, even at a spa, when you go to a spa, you get the, whatever, I don't even know, like the hydrofacial or whatever. They don't ask you these questions. They don't scan your skin before this happens, right? So it is a huge deal, you guys, that we do this. It is a customized session exactly for them, their skin. Now, I will tell you that sometimes it's a little testy. So let me tell you what I tell you. I tell them about it. I say, you need your brightness all the way up on your phone. You need to be in front of a light source, because otherwise you're going to look older, and no one wants that. I say, and it's like depositing a check. You have to move it around until it takes a picture because mine never line up because my eyes aren't exactly parallel. Okay. So I say, it's just like depositing a check. Okay. Haley like that. Okay. And I have had very few problems with people being able to do it. And I say, you're going to send me 2 pictures, one of the results, because I want to see where they are on the scale. And then the other one is the regimen at the bottom. And I say, do it at the same time, because otherwise you're gonna have to go in and do it again. You have to send me 2 pictures. And I say, if you send me those 2 pictures, you get entered to win a $50 gift card because I value your time. Okay. So they love that. Okay. And I say it's a value. I say that's a $300 value, you guys, because if you went to a dermatologist and got the same scans, it would be $300 out of pocket. So you want to do this because, again, it's going to be customized to you. Okay. The third thing is I'm going to send you a welcome video, an intro video for me, because I want us to be best friends. I want you to know me and feel comfortable with me when you walk into your session. It's a 7-minute video. And if you watch it, I'll give you a travel hand cream, a travel lip gloss, or a travel mascara. Now, I know the travel mascaras are going out, so I'm going to have to fix something, either do just the lip gloss and hand cream or figure something else out. Okay. And then I say, lastly, I'm going to send you my socials, my Instagram, and maybe now I'll do TikTok, but I doubt it because I like dipped my toe and I was like, and we're back. That was a little too much for me, but I send them my Instagram and my Facebook, and I say, please follow me or friend me, or do both, because you're going to literally know my entire life story and I'm not going to even know what you look like. And that is super awkward and a very lopsided relationship. So they do. So guess why? Why do I want them to friend or follow me? Hello, it's giving me more visibility, and now I'm not going to forget about them and they're not going to forget about me, right? Hello, it's always a thinking, guys. It's always a thinking. Okay. And then a day before their session, I actually send a reminder for those who haven't sent the analyzer or told me what they want in their swag bag. And I say, I'm making the swag bags right now and I'm getting ready for your session. And I haven't gotten your skin scan, and I really want you to have a customized session. So please let me know if you can do that today. Okay. And then I am going to pass it over to Haley. She's going to talk about, before the event and at the event, what she does. And yeah, I'm going to be quiet.
I love all your ideas. You guys, I think that we have different ways to coach an appointment beforehand, but I think the main thing that we should always take away is that you've got to communicate and you have to coach an appointment beforehand, because it's going to affect your attendance, but it's also going to affect your sales. I can't tell you how many women that I have pre-profiled or coached or called beforehand, and they're like running in the door ready to hug me when they met me at the appointment, because they've talked to me. I already know about their kids, where they live, where they're from, what they do. So it's so important to build that relationship. And like Brooke said, it's goes hand in hand with that customer service. You want to make sure that they feel you're inviting, because then they're going to come back to you. And the more inviting you feel, the more they're going to refer their friends and family to you. And so like she was talking about the swag bags, I do a bag for every guest that comes to the event that has RSVP'd with me. I actually have a couple right here that are like my super simples, because I keep mine pre-made up, because I do them for myself, but then I also do them from new consultants. So I keep a lot of mine pre-made up, and I do them by color. So if you haven't heard of asking about their favorite color, I'm really big on asking about their favorite color before every session. And I tell them that I have a gift for them. And so these little things like this, you guys, you can get on Amazon. You can even get them on, like, is it Shein, Shine? They come in bulk, like stuff like this. I have used, there's another one that's in this one. These are my little goodie bags that are pre-made up with a piece of candy. And then this here says, thank you so much for helping with your consultant, or it's a business card, one or the other, depending on what session I'm going to. But if they're like my personal appointments, this is just the pre-made up for the color part, the gift. I get bags from Dollar Tree. This is a Dollar Tree bag. Is this not the cutest? I'm like so impressed. And I will put their color gift in the bag along with whatever sample I promised them for the scan analyzer, or if they've done something else, like watch this video to get this, I'll put all that in their bag. Sometimes I will even tie on a tag to the zipper that has their name on it. You guys, one of the things that makes people feel so special is seeing their name. And I've learned this over time. Like the more people see their name, and the more you use their name instead of hey girl or hey lady, the more special they feel because they feel heard, they feel seen because you're talking directly to them. So I have these little tags I should have brought over here, but I will tie like a piece of ribbon and it has their name on their bag, so you can even do it that way too. Of course, the hostess is always going to get a bigger, bulkier thebomb.com bag. You guys, you want to walk in and give that hostess something that everyone else is like, I want to get that next time. Like, I want that. Okay. So I even have one of those examples because I keep these made up too. I keep the bare bones made up and then I customize it on top of that. So these were little gift boxes from the company over Christmas, and they work perfect for all year long. Like they're just they're Mary Kay colors. So it's not like it's too Christmassy. And I have like either a full-size product or hand creams or something. These were like $2 wholesale at one point in time. So I bought a bunch of them for hostess gifts. This kind of stuff is like the bomb.com for hostess presents. This is from Dollar Tree. They have the best Valentine stuff right now that is like going to work for our business all year round. Okay. They have all kinds of hearts and red and pink and anything that is like, oh, that's totally Mary Kay. Okay. So I put several different like just items in here, plus some product, plus whatever product I promised them. If we do deal or no deal at our parties, and if they've earned or won a product, if they bring people for me, that'll go in here too. I have these came from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack. They're prayer cards. And so I put one in like everything I use. And then I have a thank you hostess card that you can like literally, there's just a thank you card, you guys. You can put a thank you card, but always hand write a note to your hostess when you're pre-doing that. So that's going to be like your swag bags. You can go as much or as little. You can get little silo bags from the Dollar Tree as well, and curly ribbon, something like that. Gifts are my love language. So I'm a little extra on all of my gifts and stuff, but I've also like know what I like to use. So I've accumulated that kind of stuff over time. But the two things is you've got to have something for them, because that's how they're going to remember you. You made them feel special. Whether their gift is a gifts or love language or not. And then also the hostess has got to be like thebomb.com. Okay. I've even had somebody tie balloons to the hostess gift to make sure like you got their gift and then they got their balloons. Like they got the whole shebang. Walking in there, people are going, what did she just bring? Like, what is this that she is bringing? But okay, so that was what I was supposed to talk about, right?
Yeah, and I just wanted to add too. So actually, Haley is the one that came up with this because, again, you guys, I literally steal a lot of her stuff. But this is a card I put into, and this is scans for the catalog. So this scans directly to my catalog, and we can share this. And then on this side, it's I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says like, "Thanks for coming." Oh my gosh, it's like, yeah. And this scans to my Facebook page. Yeah, so I have it on both. I have it. Yeah, I made it as a like, oh my gosh, I can't even do this. I made this as like a little Canva business card. So I put that in, you guys, and I just want to show you the other papers. And I get this cute bag that says "Hello Beautiful." I'm pretty sure I got this from Haley too. And
Those are from Amazon. Those are from Amazon,
and they're super inexpensive. And I put in this, and it's all about Mary Kay, so that they can read about it and see it as well. And then I have like a little card that says "Good Vibe," you know, like little cards. I have a eyeshadow palette. So you can get some of this stuff. I have mints, and then you want to make sure that it's not meltable. That is something I wanted to talk about, because if it melts and it's like hot or like no one wants a chocolate, you open it up and it's like the melted one, right?
So they'll remember you for sure for that.
Yeah, disgusting. As the girl that like kept it in her car for 5 months or whatever. Right? So I have mints and lollipops, same thing. And then I do scrunchies, and I ask them their favorite color too. But I just usually I don't even need to do that much because my people, I'm like, you're coming. Okay, great. Okay, I just want to make sure the pre-profile too, which I will post the sheet, and I think I forget where I think I got this from Erin Marlowe, but anyway, I can use the pre-profile sheet as a cheat sheet for what to use with them, because in it will say what samples to use. So I literally yesterday, so I had back to back to back parties. I didn't have time to like study them, but I had everything written out. So it is a lot of time on the front, you guys. I know that it's a lot, but here's the thing, you guys. If you don't know what they need, how are you going to find a need and fill it? Okay. These are all customized exactly to them. So they're going to buy it because they need it. And they know they need it because not just technology told them, but I told them and I showed them. That is good customer service. That is what sales is all about. And it's not salesy because you're showing them what they actually need and want. Right. And I think that is a huge thing. Yeah, you can use your profile card. I'm talking about the pre-profile card that I have that I'll post in the group. And you guys, the company, I follow up with them. So I always have team building calls. But if I don't have team building calls with them, or they don't answer their team building call or whatever it is, I follow up with them on the Tuesday. So if so most of them are on Saturday. So I follow up with them on Monday or Tuesday, depending, 2 to 3 days later. Okay. Because I want another touch with them. I mean, like, I'm not touching them. You know what I mean? We're not touching. But what I mean is I want another way to connect with them. And what I say is, how's your face feeling after Saturday? I hope you had fun. Do you have any questions for what you got? If they didn't get anything, do you have any questions about what we used? And then I always put my website. You guys, my sales afterwards, I always thought if they didn't buy in the moment, they were never going to buy. I have found that after I started doing that and putting my website, I had one bride, I was so upset about it because it was very low sales. And I followed up with the bride, and she bought $158 from me. And I was like, I mean, you have to pay for shipping now. I mean, actually they don't, because I don't charge shipping after 75. But I was like, why didn't you just get this? She's like, oh yeah, I wanted to get this at the session. I'm like, why didn't you? But anyway, the point being is follow up with them, because Ulta and Sephora do not follow up with you after you buy makeup or skincare or hair care or whatever. They don't care. We do. And that's what sets us apart. And that's good customer service. Okay. I just wanted to do that. I want to make sure that we're doing all of that. Okay. So now I'm going to go back. Oh, and I did want to just make sure. I know Haley had talked about like a little chalkboard or a little nameplate, like adding people's names, like welcome Haley and Brooke and Sarah and Kristen and all of that. And my hostess gets to use a Skinvigorate brush. She's the only one that gets to use that. That makes her feel special. And also, like I had a girl today, she booked a second session with me. She booked a makeup session. Her sister got to use everything. And she came in and she literally like almost ran in. And she's like, I'm so excited because I'm the hostess this time. And I get the big swag bag and I get to use the Skinvigorate brush, right? Because she felt special. I also do a love fest. While their charcoal mask is drying, I have them go around and tell the hostess what they love most about her. And then at the end, the hostess has to go around and say what she loves about them. Now, you guys, sometimes that's painful, but I'm like, come on, guys. The world needs more love. And you guys love each other, obviously, since you're here. So what comes to mind? What do you love most about this person? And most of the time, people are crying by the end, because it is so rare that we actually take the time to tell people why we love them. So I think that's important as well. I think Haley talked about name cards. I always use the name cards. Again, name. I also have them use the spa headbands. They're $1 on Amazon. It's worth it. Do you know how many people are like, can I keep this? And I'm like, you don't want that? It's used. I'm like, it's $1 on Amazon. I think you can afford it. I also have the Mary Kay headbands for the hostess, because those are the best. They really are the best. And then I have so many people that say, can I buy this from you? And I'm like, again, it's $1 on Amazon. You don't want to buy my used ones. I mean, obviously I wash them in between, but that really makes them very excited about that. Yeah. So, and just making it look cute, you guys. They want to walk in and they want to be wowed, right? And just like I said, snacks and drinks as well. Okay, so Haley's going to go back and she's going to talk about customer service and how to keep them your customer instead of going to Ulta, Sephora, wherever.
Cute but classy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to add that. I think that
clean
and classy is definitely a thing right now. And not too much. So definitely clean and classy, but you want to like make it special. So Brooke talked about following up with them several days after the appointment. So you want to make sure that you're following up with them 2 to 3 days. If you guys aren't familiar with the 222, make sure you familiarize yourself with that. You're first just asking, honestly, after the 2 days, if you gave them the product when they got it, I'm just like, hey, have you started using it? Like, are you starting your product yet? And then I also make sure that they've taken a before picture. So you want to make sure that they take a before picture when they start using the product, which I usually always tell them that when I give them the product, but just a reminder, you'd be surprised about the forgetfulness, right? Like I'm the same way. So 2 days later, you're checking in, make sure they're using the product. You make sure they've taken that before picture. Sometimes I'll even tell them like, hey, go ahead and send me your before picture because here in a couple weeks, I'm going to ask for another one and then I'll put them side by side for you. So just in case you don't have the availability to do that. And they'll sometimes say like, here's the picture, but don't show anybody. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Like I won't show anybody. I won't be even posting in my Facebook group. Like, sometimes they're like, I don't care. But then sometimes they're like, don't show anybody. But yeah, get that before picture because that's going to be really good for your like portfolio to be able to say, yeah, this was my customer. This is what happened on this specific product. So it gives you experience with each of the products. And then you're going to make sure that they don't have any questions before they get started, depending on which product it is. You can send them the fact sheet even. Sometimes I'll give them in detail the fact sheet. If it's a product that I know that they've never used before or they haven't had experience with, I'll go on to, which it's under ordering that product. And then the fact sheet is under our new In Touch. So you kind of have to find it in a different place. But sometimes I'll even either print or text it to them, that fact sheet. So they have that as well. And then you're going to make sure that you're putting their information in the My Customers. And I was going to say this earlier, but when you're pre-profiling them, like Brooke talked about, if you're able to be in front of a computer or your laptop or pull it up on your phone, as you're pre-profiling them, some of the questions you can ask, you can put into their My Customers and already create that. So you're working smarter, not harder. And you don't have to go back after the session and put in all of that profile card. So I actually don't even do profile cards hardly anymore because I'm getting a lot of that information before they even have their session. So I'm getting their address and their email and their phone number. And I also have it already in like a Google form if I did the Google form, but I'm entering into My Customers as I'm talking to them on the phone. And I make sure they get their birthday. You guys don't forget to get their birthday. We've got to make sure we're doing that birthday program. Y'all, people feel so special when you do stuff on their birthday. Like it is just it. I could have a customer that I haven't heard from in a whole year, but I'm going to send them a text message on their birthday and they're like, thanks, Haley, so much. Miss you. And I'm like, you're welcome. So make sure you're putting them into the My Customers immediately. You guys don't be holding on to those for weeks and months. You've got to get them into your My Customers because there is automatic emails that you can have the company send out for reorder reminders, the Mary Kay cards. You can have them in your emailing system if you're sending out specific emails. And then there's a reminder for the 222 that you can automatically get emailed to yourself so that you're aware, hey, it's been 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. Okay. And then let's see. You guys, we're going to talk about the wrapping. Okay. I brought a few things over here so I could show you. If you okay, so sometimes you have products like right on hand and you're able to give it to them, whether it's in your car or at your house or whatever. But then sometimes you don't and you have to deliver it. Okay. So it's really important that you get it to them as fast as possible. We want to be faster than Amazon Prime, like Brooke talked about, because there is a Walgreens and a Walmart or a Dollar General in every stinking town anymore. And and we don't want them going to any of them, especially not Dollar General. But you would be surprised. You would be so surprised. So we don't want them going to any of those. So if you have to deliver that product, whether it's to their work or dropping it off at their front door, you better make that stuff look stinking cute. I'm gonna tell you right now, you are a representative of Mary Kay Cosmetics, and we are not Walmart. I'm real, y'all. I'm real. Okay, so I have these baggies pre-made up. Sometimes they're sealed, sometimes they're not. I got several of bags that are like this, and I had the bigger ones of these so I could seal and unseal them, but I ran out of the bigger ones, so now I'm using just these kind of bags. And these will come, you can get these at Dollar Tree. You can also get them at Amazon. These I think are old. My girlfriend's house, maybe. I don't remember where I got these at, but they have little lips on them. Amazon is just as fine, you guys, okay? Curly ribbon, or I will fold mine over and stick a sticker on them, okay? So rolls of stickers like this, you can also get on Amazon. Can you guys see this? Is that not the cutest thing ever? Okay, like super cheap too, okay? The rolls of stickers. But I keep these made up for my customers. I keep small ones and large ones. The small ones have tea bags in them. Okay. You would be so surprised at how many ladies absolutely love tea. I think I got this idea from Hannah Redmond, like when I very first started Mary Kay. And it's just a business card and a tea. And sometimes I'll put a piece of candy in here. And then I will put it in there in the bigger bag, depending on the size of the order. But I have the prayer card, and then these were like a BOGO for super cheap a while back, so I stocked up on those. Right now, I'm sticking in the SPF 30 sample. Okay, that's really important with summer coming up. I have the scan card that Brooke talked about for the catalog. Okay, sometimes I have like cute little stickers. My little girls, my Paisley and Wyatt, they love stickers, or Paisley and Dally. So they pack a lot of these for me. That's another clue, you guys. If you have kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, have them pack your stuff. Just a little tip it there, okay? But they love putting those in there. Another thing that I can share if you guys want to, this is something that I made up that's a thank you for your order. And then it has all of my info on the backside, okay? So that way they can get connected with me if they haven't already. It has a scan QR for shopping with me on the app anywhere. So I stick this in all of my orders, every single one of them. And then I also have thank you cards. You guys hand write a thank you card in every single order. You will not regret it. I promise. Just take the time, whip it out really quick. The custom codes, you can make them on Canva. But then you also can get an app that you can generate codes for. So this is another Canva that I made. It's just a thank you card. So I write my thank you on the back, and I already have these in here. But you can get thank you cards from Dollar Tree, you guys. You can get thank you cards from Dollar Tree. So like, I'm going to tell you the biggest and then the smallest, whichever way you want to do it, okay? Like, but Dollar Tree thank you cards, you can get them in massive bulk on Amazon. I love Canva. That's my jam. It's like my love language, so I do so much on Canva, and it's probably too much, but it is what it is.
It's not too much. does make her happy. I know. All of a sudden I'll get like a batch thing, like Haley's texted you 59 canvas. I'm like, oh my God, you've been so busy. I love doing it too, but like it's just finding that time. But
It's a decompression, like a
yeah.
decompress for me, I think.
He is the most like talented, artistic. It's just everything she
Oh,
does is
thank
beautiful.
you. So that is if you're packing the bag to deliver. Okay. So you want to make sure that you get like tissue paper. Like I make it look like a gift. Even if I have the Mary Kay bags that come from the company that they're the black ones that say Mary Kay on them, I will tie curly ribbon around them and I will curl the curly ribbon. Okay. We have like packing parties at my house with my girls because they love to do just as much gifting as I do. So you want to make them feel special. If you're mailing it, there's so many cute mailers, you guys. So many cute mailers. Please don't get plain Jane.
Or if you do, put a sticker on it.
Put a sticker on it. Because here's the thing. People get a lot of mail. A lot of junk mail, a lot of crap mail, a lot of stuff that I'm like, I need to sue you people because you're killing so many trees. Okay. But if they get a package that is pink or shiny or has stickers on it or says to the fabulous Brooke Noble or just like looks phenomenal, they're going to be like, oh my, like they can't get their hands on it fast enough. And that's what you want. Okay. You want them to be so excited about seeing your gift come in the mail. Okay. And then obviously, like I put, my little gifts inside there too with their products and stuff like that. But you want them to know, like, oh, that's my Mary Kay. That's my Mary Kay. You want them to be so excited because it came, it's here, and it looks amazing. And they open it and it's like Christmas in June or Christmas in April. And it's like, it's the best. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're like doing all the things to make yourself stand out. Okay. Because it's so easy for them to just go to Walmart, Walgreens, Ulta, order from Amazon. And so we just have to be competitive in marketing, right? It's the same thing. Let me see. Am I missing something?
I was just going to say that I always text them. I text them a picture of the package and I say, this is going out today. The tracking is in your email. So I always get emails because email is the only thing you're actually in control of. Like Facebook is changing, if you guys haven't heard that, but like we do not own Facebook. We do not own TikTok or whatever, all the social sites, but you own your email list, right? Because they're giving you their email. And that is a way to contact them. And so it's so important that you have their email. So if I don't have their email, I'll say, I'm sending you tracking. What's your email? Right? Because I want them on my email list. Okay. Is the quickest, fastest way to get to them. And so I just say like, hey, this is going out today. I'm so excited for you to get it. And then I'm just going to say, let me know when you get it. And let me know what you think about the little prizes I give to you. Cause I always give samples like Haley. Because again, you guys, we don't want just like 17,000 customers, although I'll take them, right? But we want people that are on deep and wide. We want them on a lot of things. So like if you think about yourself, and hopefully you're doing this, but I use Mary Kay from tip to toe. I use all Mary Kay. And I myself probably do a 225 personally every 2 to 3 months, right? For myself. So think about that. If that's a customer, how much is that? That's $450 every quarter that you're getting from them, right? So it's so important that you're giving them extra samples and stuff that makes sense to them because you've already pre-profiled them, you know what their skin's like, you know what they could possibly like, right? If they buy clear proof, they're always getting a charcoal mask. You know what I mean? Like you're thinking about, and they don't have an eye cream. Ooh, an eye cream's going in there, right? It's like always thinking about like what goes with this, what do you think they would like, and following up with them to see if they've tried it. I think that's super important because that's going to help you with sales as well.
Another thing I've heard in the past, we don't have perfume samples. So I will spritz perfume on their package. whether it's in person, you spritz the tissue paper, or whether it's their mailer, I'll spritz inside. Of course, I have to use the same one every time, or I will forget which one I sprayed for them. And they're like, hey, which perfume was that? I smelled it. But if you're delivering a package and you're going into their work, you definitely want it to smell amazing. So when you hand it to them, every lady you've walked past just smelled their package. So that's just another thing to like stand out. I just spritz the perfume on there so that way it smells amazing. And then we were at, in my notes, the PCP. We want to make sure, of course, that's part of my customers. So if you're putting them into my customers, you're going to have all that, but don't lose track of like the deadlines for those PCP cutoffs to make sure you're enrolling your customer in the catalog with the sample. That is so generous of the company, you guys, for them to do that at such a low cost to us. And it could, I mean, like I've mailed out catalogs before and it's like $3-4 sometimes if I don't do it correctly or exactly like it's supposed to be. Like you can't afford to mail out a catalog to every single one of your customers for $3 and $4. And so the company does it at a really good price. Plus they get a sample. Plus that gives you more communication with your customer to be able to reach back out to them and say, hey, you should be getting your catalog. And it also has one of my favorite samples in there. Have you got it yet? Have you received it? What did you think? Did you smell it? Did you look at it? Did you try it? So you're still in communication with them. And I will say too, it's really important to make sure that you're communicating with your customers, like on their regular, checking in with their products and stuff, not just messaging them when you need a sale. I think sometimes that happens and that's not customer service, you guys. It's not customer service. It's not doing you any service. And it's going to hurt your customer base because they're going to eventually get to thinking, well, she's not caring about me or my skin. She's just needing a sale. And I know we have those times where we do need sales, but if you're not staying up to date with your customers before that point, they're not going to spend that much with you. They're not going to purchase. Okay. So it's really important to not just do the 222, but communicate with your customers. I have all of them on my Facebook. All of them on my Facebook. I have a customer group that they're in, but I am not just posting in my customer group. I am always on their Facebook. I am always liking their stuff, being very present with my customers. So that way they see me and they know that I care, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I literally, that's like gonna probably be on my gravestone. Like I've said it so many times to so many people, especially my husband, but we won't go there. And so it's true though. You've got to make sure that you are staying in communication with them in a positive light. Whether it's like sending an email out that says, hey, Tip Tuesday, here's what I'm thinking for today, and a quick video or a quick picture or something like that. So they're seeing you not just as needing that sale or getting that sale. They're seeing you as an actual, genuine, helpful person. Because then if they need something in everyday life, if they're like, I need a new lip color, I'd like a refresh or something like that, you're going to be the first person they call because they've just talked to you about something else, their daughter being sick or something like that. So it's really important that you're communicating with your customers, not to be like their bestie. Okay. I'm not saying, hey, you need 200 best friends, but it's a business and you are marketing yourself. And so you've got to think about it from a business perspective as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Yes, I love that. Okay, so our last fill in the blank, because you guys can do the last one by yourself. But resources I have to answer questions. We have our boards app, which has a ton of ideas in there. Amazon is a great resource. You can just look up thank you cards or cello bags or whatever, mailers or whatever. And then our Diane's website, our M&A page on Facebook. If your director has a beauty page or whatever, that is also as well. Awesome as well. And then I think we skipped over this, but I spend about 10 to 15 minutes a day following up with clients and potential clients. So it doesn't have to be a long time, you guys. Like I always say, you can do it anywhere, like in the carpool lane, on the toilet, on the train, on wherever, right? Because anyone who tells me they don't have time, I am like, well, do you really not have time, or you're just not making it a priority? But I'm telling you, if you treat your customers with this kind of love and respect, and making them so special, they will be loyal to you, and they will recommend their friends and family to you. And that's you know it's priceless, right? You can't put a price on that. So anyway, guys, I know we said we keep it short, but I am going to, unless Haley has anything else, I am going to actually share Carla's eye story. You know her, you love her, she is the best of the best. And I am so happy that she gets to close out with her eye story, because she has an amazing one. But thank you guys so much for being here, for being on, even though there's a big game and lots of fun commercials, and I've already cried twice. So, there you go. You have that. And we appreciate you. So thank you guys so much. If you're watching the replay, tell us you're watching the replay. Tell us what you loved. Give us some love. Give Haley some love. Tell us what you liked, what you're going to implement, all that good stuff. And of course, make sure you text your director all of your fill in the blanks. And thank you guys so much. And Haley, do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope. You guys got this.
All right. Let's see if this works, guys. Tell me in the comments if you can hear this. All right.
Hello, Meant to Play National Area. Happy last week of Pacesetters. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. And I hope that you're watching live, you're enjoying it. And if you watch later, that we had lots of fun watching Taylor Swift's boyfriend. No, I bring her up in jest mostly, but also because Taylor Swift is such a great example of just living your life to the fullest, especially right now, and really embracing yourself, working hard for what you want to create, but also having fun. And I love the example that she was all summer. I loved her Eras Tour concert. I saw the movie, and I love how she trained for the concert and how she's so open about the process, right, of what she wanted to give to people, because she knew it was hard to get tickets to her concert. She knew that it was expensive to come to her concerts, and she knew that people were coming for the first time in years, right? And so she showed up big. She wanted it to be great. And if you read about her preparation, she ran on the treadmill, sprinted for like her 3-hour concert, sprinting for the fast songs and singing at the top of her lungs, and then going a little slower for the slower songs and singing. You guys, she put in hours and hours and months of training and preparation to deliver her best to her fans. And she continues to live her life authentically, true to what she wants. And so I hope today in my why story, I give you a little glimmer of what it means to be authentically you, and to live your best life in all areas, and to really go for it in Mary Kay, just with a few stories. So thank you for watching and joining me. And I'll start with my story. So I started Mary Kay 12 years ago. I've been in Mary Kay for 12 years, and I didn't really have a skincare routine when I started. I was very impressed how microderm can make your skin feel. Imagine if you never wash your face and then use microderm and it feels like a baby's bottom, and you're like, whoa, this is my skin. That was me. I did not buy it though. I bought some lip gloss and mascara that day. But Diane was helping someone learn some business skills, move into Red Jacket and move into sales director. And so she was doing the spa session, and she asked me to help with that girl's training to do a share and call feedback. And so I did. And so I encourage you guys, watch the 29 Days of Love videos that are happening this month. Channel the tips and tricks that you're learning and use it in your business, because all she did was ask me to help someone. I was not interested at all. I was very happy with my job. I was very happy with my life. I was very happy with my income. I was not quite happy with my friends and my social network in Boston, but that wasn't something I was looking for at Mary Kay when I went to get my pampered that day. But on our sharing call, Diane asked some very good questions that got me thinking. Now, they didn't get me thinking enough to join Mary Kay, but every time I used my lip gloss or mascara for the next 3 months, I was thinking about it. And here's a lesson in follow-up, you guys. My consultant invited me every month through just the customer e-cards that she sent to everyone, as I now know. But every month she invited me to something that I always replied and said no to, okay? But she invited me. And those little layers, those little invites, and me using my lip gloss was enough for me to keep thinking about Mary Kay. And eventually, one day, there's a little thing at the bottom of her email that if you were interested in the business, there was a bonus. So I emailed her back and said I was interested. And I decided to start because I was tired of wondering what if. And so I ask you, do you ever wonder, like, what could I do with Mary Kay? Like, what's the best that could happen if I really put forth the effort? If I got rid of my limiting beliefs, if I decided that I was enough, if I got my mindset clear, if I had my vision clear, like, what is the best that could happen in Mary Kay? Could you be a red jacket? Would you be a free car driving sales director? Would you be a free car driving red jacket? Would you be a top director? Would you be a Cadillac director? Would you be a national sales director? You guys, the opportunities are endless in Mary Kay. And the number one thing that you need to fix to get them is your mindset, your clarity and vision of what you want to get, and then the work, right? You just do the work. When you do the work with the right mindset and a clear vision, your work is blessed. Okay, your work becomes blessed, and you do it with a heart for others, and you do it authentic to you, to what resonates with you. Because when you resonate at a high frequency, other people are going to feel that, and they're going to want to be around it. They're going to be drawn to you. And so I started Mary Kay. I went to seminar that summer, having just attended Monday night meetings. I went to our unit meetups, and for a few months I lived in New Jersey, so I even went to an adopted meeting, and then I came to seminar, and a dream was born in my soul, in my very heart, to become a national sales director. Now imagine this. Diane, at the end of seminar, she was a sales director at that point, just ready to build her national area, and she said, "What did you think of seminar, Carla?" Carla, who's never held a party, she didn't tell me that, but I said, I want to be a national sales director. And you know what she did? She believed in me. And so she told me I could do it. I had never held a party, and she told me I could do it. You guys, this is a place. Mary Kay is a place. The Mentally National Area is a place where you're automatically in. You're in our sisterhood. You have hordes of people who believe in you, who want you to chase your dream, who will help equip you to chase your dream. All you have to do is be willing to show up with a clear mindset, ready to go for it, willing to push the boundaries of your comfort zone to be able to live a life, a dream life, a dream life. Okay. So I became I joined Mary Kay. I started holding parties after that. That was August. I went into DIQ in January. I added my first team member in December. I remember her. She actually lives in Denver now. So fun. But I was living in Boston then. So was she. But then I became a red jacket, and then I went into DIQ, and then I became a sales director. And there were several points during that, and several times over the last 11 years as a sales director, earning cars and earning trips and earning things, where it was just really important for me to get my mind clear. And every big shift in my business has been one where I decide that I'm enough, and then I go for it. And you guys, so you are enough, and you need to go for it. There are countless rewards that we've had through Mary Kay. Oh my gosh, so many diamonds and trips, and my picture was even in Times Square, you guys. Like, what? We have so many opportunities through Mary Kay that we might never have in any other way. Like, literally, my husband and I flew to New York City, and Diane and Ian met us there, and we took pictures in front of a digital billboard with my actual picture on it. I got to take my husband on a cruise with so many of our Mentally area leaders, and I also got to take him to Scotland and Ireland in an all-expense paid dream vacation. And we had gone 10 years earlier to those two countries, and let me tell you, Mary Kay travels in style. Okay, so fun. But aside from all of those rewards, it's the person who I've become by being a part of Mary Kay, and the person that I'm able to give to others through Mary Kay that I really love. I really, really love it. I go into every interaction knowing that that might be the only time those person talk to me. It might be the only interaction they ever have with someone from Mary Kay. And what can I do in that moment to bless them? Like earlier today, I was doing booking calls, you guys, and I'm sick right now, okay? Everyone in my house is sick. I have been taking NyQuil for days. I've been taking DayQuil for days. And so this morning I took a little nap, which means I'm really sick because I don't take naps. And then I had to do some booking calls because that's what I needed in my business. And you guys, going into booking calls, there's so many feelings, right? But here's the feeling that matters. This is what I need to do to get to the next step. Because to get to anywhere in Mary Kay, you need to master your lead generation. You need to master booking. You need to master detaching the emotion from making booking calls. Okay. I literally am just calling people because it is my job. I show up for my job, and I want to make money with my job, and I want to bless others with my job. So I call people whether they answer or not. I'm very cheerful. If they hang up on me, I call them back. You all know this. I call them back and tell them, I'm sorry, we got disconnected. And then I send them a text like that. But My job is to show up for the booking calls. My job is to get the leads. My job is to do it with a cheerful heart. My job is to book appointments. My job is to coach appointments, to hold them well and to be very present in the moment and leave anything else in my life at the door and just show up for them in that moment. My job is to close it full circle, to help new consultants as they're getting started, and to love everyone with a belief that they can do anything they set their mind to. And also with the grit to help coach people when they have a block, to see that we all have stuff. Now we all have stuff, but we all have different stuff and we all handle stuff differently. And so what I want to encourage you is, like, no matter through this stuff, like how hard it is, how deep it is, how much you don't want to get up. I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. But I believe that everything we go through is our actual path, and that we're called to go through our paths by the universe or by God or whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, that we're called to go through our path and our journey so that we can lead someone else through it later, so that we have the platform to help people through similar circumstances. You guys, I've been given the wonderful opportunity of coaching people from 18 to in their 80s, almost 90s in Mary Kay. And it's so amazing the experiences that I've been able to coach people through because of what I've been through in my life. So real quick story. 2019, Evie, 3 years old, breaks her femur, is in a body cast, can't do anything. I carry her around for 6 weeks. It was horrible, okay? I had to figure out how to work through that. And I had a lot of mind shifts in that time. Just 7 months later, the entire world shut down for COVID. And you guys, when that started, I had such clarity after weathering the 6 weeks with Evie that, like, they are horrible, right? They were horrible, but she doesn't remember the horribleness. She remembers how much fun we have and how we talked about all the things that we could do during that time and all the like changes and shifts and pivots that we made in that time. And so going into COVID, I was able to come in with this mindset that I wanted to look back on the time happy with the choices that I made. And so any day when I didn't feel like showing up, or I wasn't sure which way was up or how to move forward, or paralyzed by fear, I channeled that I want to be better on the other side of this, and chose to move forward. And so we led through that, and our unit came out of my personal business came out of COVID stronger than it ever had been. I have customers all over the country, and our unit grew all over the country, and our unit came out, and we had our best 2 years ever right after that, you guys, because I was willing to work through the hard stuff to get to the great stuff. And today, I'm so grateful that I'm in Mary Kay. Started Mary Kay before I even had kids, wanting the flexibility that I have today, but never being able to envision it. And I'm so grateful that I get to choose when I work my business, that I can put my faith and my family before my career, that I get to help other women do that too. And I want you to know, I need to wrap up. I want you to know that there was so much more I wanted to tell you, and that I believe in you. And that no matter what you want to be, one of the things that I think is so important is to be authentically you. When I was driving down the road in my first pink Cadillac, I remember driving and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just me. Okay, so you only need to be you, but you need to be you bravely. You need to be you bravely. You need to live in the bravest version of you, with the clearest mindset of what you want to create for your life, and the biggest belief that you can do it. Leaning on your mentors and your coaches, and asking for help when you feel stuck, asking for help when you hit something hard, asking for help right now if you feel like there's something limiting you, and helping us work together to lift your lid so that you can live as the greatest version of you, happy with all areas of your life, living your life to the fullest and achieving how you want to be recognized. My friends, you can have anything in this life, and you can use Mary Kay as a stepping stone to get there. All you have to do is believe and show up with the right heart, authentically you. Do the work, get the results. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.